here's the most important thing. Through whose eyes are you making in other words, some environments you are more self-conscious than others. So you're not ready to go there because you feel more self-conscious in that whole idea. But what we're talking about in all the hours that we're together here is the value of being conscious of self, you see. But you want to give yourself the benefit of the freedom of liking yourself. That's what you're really saying. I want to really like myself before I go to places where everybody doesn't like me. And we say, there's no place that you can go where everybody likes you. There's no place that you can go where everybody's even interested in you. There's no place that you can go where you're going to get a consensus. What you get is a reflection back of how you feel about you everywhere you go. And so if you're getting back a reflection of how you feel about you everywhere you go, then smaller populations are less intense for you. Larger populations are more intense for you. Jerry and Esther used to notice that they really liked being on the ocean or near the ocean because there was all that atmosphere out there that was sort of more free of vibration because people are thinking their thoughts and having their opinions, and so sometimes there are environments where it just feels freer. But what they didn't realize in those first noticings of that, what they were not yet then aware of, is that they were, and you are, attracting every bit of it. It's all about your opinion of their opinion. Most people really do not have a strong opinion of you. But California, when you watch the television, if you let your world be guided by what a handful of people are deciding is okay or not okay, and broadcast through the dollars that are spent in the airwaves of television, you will get such a distorted point of view of yourself. And the thing that is so ironic about that is they are, for the most part, more lost than any other population on the planet in that regard. Because they're trying to guide themselves through the perspective of others, trying to fit in with what others think. So what you're saying to us, and we love hearing it from you, because we know for sure there was vibration that you translated. These are ideas that you've been translating. What came to you is, I must find myself first before I get into an environment where nobody knows what the hell they're doing. Esther swears. We never swear. It is Esther that swears.
Some things that have happened since I've known your work have been crazy in a scary feeling way.
Well, because coming into your power is always a little exhilarating. In other words, when you first catch glimpses that the entire universe is cued to assist you in things, sometimes that power, that feeling of empowerment, is a little heady. In other words, we get that, but get used to it. Get used to things working out for you. Get used to good ideas flowing to you. Get used to good timing and right place at right time. Get used to that. That's what's natural. The other's what's often weird.
This is special. I trust you, but I don't need to be scared. Like, I used to be like, oh, I'm crazy, and I liked myself for being crazy because it was fun, it was innocent. But now I have
You know what the definition of crazy is? Crazy is following one's own guidance when the population at large wants you to follow the conditions that they've laid out for you. We teach crazy.
So I can speak about it emotionally. Really negative emotions that I'm talking myself into a hole, I think.
And smart enough to know it.
Yeah.
Guidance.
But there's nothing you need to warn me about.
No reason to warn you. You're understanding this. You're on the right path. You know what you're doing. Okay. Nothing's going wrong. You're getting clearer every day. We find you completely healthy in all ways that are important. There isn't anything that you need to do differently. You have a basis of understanding. Just keep applying it. The encouragement that we would give to you is lighten up on yourself and try not to be so introspective through the eyes of others, because everybody else has got a distorted point of view of you, and not because they don't care, but just because nobody else has the tools. Nobody else knows who you are coming in. Nobody else knows what your vortex now is. Nobody else knows what your path of least resistance is. Only you know, and only you can feel it, you see. So trust yourself. You can. You can. Don't you love knowing that you have the ability to contour your vibration all day, every day into precisely that which will please you. And don't you love this cooperative universe that is showing you the components that are equaling the vibration that you've got going on? Don't you love knowing that there's no chance, there's no fate, there's no someone else pushing themselves into your experience? There's no assertion, there's no lack of control. You have complete control because you have the ability to think and feel and watch what happens, and then think and feel and watch what happens, and then think and feel and watch what happens. It's so wonderful to be in mindful, deliberate control of your own vibration, because things are always working out for you, no matter how it looks at any point in time. Things are always working out for you. And as soon as you acknowledge that and begin deliberately applying your ability to think and feel, and then watch the cooperative, benevolent, loving universe say, here you go, just what you ask for. Here you go, just what you ask for. Oh, didn't mean to ask for that. Well, here you go, just what you asked for. Didn't mean to ask for that either. Well, here you go, just what you asked for. Maybe I need to rethink this. Maybe I need to rethink it and refeel it and rethink it and refeel it and rethink it and refeel it. Here you go, just what you asked for. Much better. We're eager to talk with you about anything that is important to you. There is nothing that is off limits. You'll notice a perfect unfolding as we're moving forward here today. You already have a sense of what we want to talk about with you. We want to help you get to the vibrational frequency that allows what you want. We want to help you tune to who you really are. We want you to not worry about anything that happens, because everything that is happening, we're just going to enjoy it ourselves for a minute. Everything that is happening to you, everything that is happening to you, everything that is happening to you is temporary. Things are working out for you even though you can't see it yet. We are not one bit worried about you over there shouting and struggling and flailing and doing all of those things that others wish you would stop doing, because you're contributing to the vibrational reality that is serving everyone. Can you hear us when we say you all are receiving benefit from everyone? If you can find that, you are all receiving benefit from everyone. If you can feel the clarity, the wholeness of we are all in this together, then you realize that when you feel good, everyone benefits. And that when you feel bad, everyone benefits. And then you stop being mad at yourself about whatever it is you're doing. And when that stops, then you stand as the worthy being that your inner being knows you to be, and then the blessings rain in upon you. And will that keep people from being jealous? No. Will that change the way they see the world? No. But is your job to change the way others see the world, or for you to find the way to see the world as your inner being sees the world? Whose commitment are you keeping? When you said, I'm going to go into this physical body and I'm going to have this experience, that's the commitment that you're keeping. Not one of you said, I'm going to go make the world a better place, because you didn't see the world as flawed. Not one of you said, I'm going to go fix a broken world, because you didn't see the world as broken. Every one of you said, I'm going to go, I'm going to see, I'm going to feel, I'm going to choose, I'm going to define, I'm going to focus, I'm going to attract, I'm going to manifest, I'm going to revel in this life experience that I have the opportunity of living. That's what you all said. None of you said, I'm going to go and I'm going to get on a council to decide what's right and what's wrong. And if they do what's wrong, I'm going to be really mad at them and I'm going to stop them from doing wrong. None of you said, I'm going to defy the laws of the universe in that way. None of you said, I'm going to create the reality of other people, because all of you understood you create your own reality. Because the law of attraction is about what you attract, not what somebody asserts into your experience. So when someone is really raving and raging, in your mind think, good for you, I've been there. when they're misbehaving and terrible by your standard of life's ways, think to them, things are working out for you and things will get better. And it is my fervent wish that you feel better, because I know that's what you're reaching for. You could even go further. Would I go about it in the way that you are? Not now, but I've done it before. I've been there. I've felt that way. I've felt lost. I didn't like it, and I know that you don't like it either. In other words, ask yourself more often, I wonder what my inner being is thinking about that. And the more often you do it from a place of really wanting to know, you'll get insights into people. And then they will feel the resonance of you. Because when you are in alignment with who you really are, it's hard to miss. When you stood before healers, there have been all healers, all kinds of healers in all kinds of religions. And we speak most often of Jesus because he is most common in the audience that is here. When you stood before him dripping your illness, he did not see your illness because he practiced knowing your wellness. Got better and better at it. Didn't always do it, but figured it out and felt it when it clicked into place. And so he knew so much your wellness that your illness could not even be there while you were together. He was so in tune with source energy that the energy around him was so strong that you couldn't buck his current because it was so dominant. Not every time, but mostly. And then he said, go forth and tell no one about this, because they'll talk you right back into where you were when you first walked in this room. And right now you're good. Good. Right now you're good. Good. Don't go talking about it. Don't go back with those arguers for limitations. Stay here in your wellness, because wellness is what is natural for you, you see. You are the one who's going to allow the vibrations to turn to things that you can then witness. But if you need to see the things before you acknowledge the vibration, then you don't get there, because when you look for the things that aren't things yet, then you get off on a wonky vibration that doesn't let you perceive the becoming of the things. And it's the becoming of the things that is so much fun. You are a creator wanting to create. You are also the creation, but it is the experience of becoming that is what life is all about. You're not ever going to get it done. You're not ever going to say, well, I did it and now I'm done. That's not ever going to be. So once you begin letting what you're reaching for be the process of becoming rather than the thing that has become, then everything starts to shift for you. So now we'll put it into your words. I like my feeling of becoming. I like the data that comes. I like feeling what influence I'm under. I like deliberately and consciously using my guidance system. I like knowing I'm tuned in, and then I like the impulses that come. I like following those impulses and watching them lead to something more and something more. I love to get on the thread of pleasurable unfolding. I adore watching the universe working things out for me. I can say that better. I adore being in the receiving mode of what the universe has already worked out for me.